So here's the update with this thing and where I'm gonna go with it. I did clean it up some, and it's gonna need a lot of work. The motor turns over, but it sounds pretty pathetic in there. Gotta get my son's lethal weapon out of the way. So I'm only getting 30 pounds of pressure out of each cylinder, but it's holding. So I don't know what's going on with that just yet, but I am gonna go ahead and pull the motor, and we'll get to either. I'm not exactly sure what I want to do, pistons, crank, but I'm definitely gonna do the pistons already. So let's start tearing it apart. Also, I'm already in love with this thing. After just taking out a few little fender clips on each side, and all the rear fenders come out, and get to everything super easy. If I undo that shock right there, the bed will lift up and out of the way even more. Using it right now to hold everything, and then really just pull out the tank and the gas tank, and then everything is accessible. Just pulled off the header on the Sportsman. That looks like rocks. Okay, so antifreeze is out. All the lines are pulled out. Antifreeze is drained out. But the thing is I can't really pull this thing by myself. This is a heavy thing, and nothing is lining up the way I want it to. It's not just dropping down like they say in the manual. So I gotta get a friend here or Hercules so I can pull this thing out, because the motor mounts are right there and on the back side. If I undo anything more than what I have, the thing's just gonna drop, put a lot of tension on something that I do not have done. So what I'm gonna say with this build is that the motor was sunk. There was water in the exhaust. There was the whole thing sounds terrible, and yeah, that's basically. I'm just gonna treat it like sunk. I went ahead and bought a 11-to-1 high compression pistons, the hot rods crank, the S camshaft, a complete top and bottom rebuild gasket set. We'll see what that cylinder looks like. If not, I do have this other one, and I do have another cylinder on the shelf over there. That's good. So we'll just see what happens. I'm kind of going to do a 3-for-1 on this one, and it's going to be a fun build. I mean, the thing's going to be brand new, top to bottom, water pump, crank bearings, everything. So I really do want to pull this one apart, but I do not want to get too involved with it with this one over here. So we'll just see what happens as I go. Both of them are pulled now. This one is the spare motor. This is the one out of it. They put like the heat tape all over everything, or heat shield, so that's got to come off first just so I can get to the header. And actually I could probably take it off without taking that out, but I guess I'm gonna go ahead and tear this one down so I can get some parts ordered for it, the stuff I don't already have. So let's go ahead and start seeing what's going on with it. After getting that heat wrap off, the header wrap, that's why it's not a good idea to use it for a mud bike, because all that mud gets trapped up in here and starts corroding away everything and eating away at it. So I suggest not to do it. I mean, it's great for applications where you're not going to be in the mud, but just think about it before you do it. Alright, there we go with the valve cover. Not looking too bad. It seems tight so far, so let's keep on going. Like I said, I had 30 pounds of pressure. And I know I put I took the spark plugs out and went to power wash it, and I forgot I had the spark plugs out, so there was water all in the cylinder. Alright. Not bad. Not bad. Stinks like I'll get out. Still can see some cross hatching. That's good. Okay, so I just pulled off the pistons, which they were scored up a little bit. The ivory ring was completely stuck on it. The crank actually looks really good. I don't think I need it, but I'm still gonna go ahead and put in the hot rods crank just because I know that I want this thing to be fresh and new, and if it does need it and I put it back in, I'm gonna be really mad. So it's gonna be a complete rebuild top to bottom. Pull out this little side cover here for the stator. Now I'm just gonna loosen up water pump and we'll get that off. Once again, it's at night. It's what, 10:53 at night. So everyone's sleeping. So it's gonna be hand tools for now. Fun times. I'm gonna look back at this one day and be like, I can't believe I actually did that when I'm in my, I don't know, I want like a 30 by 30 shop. Nothing big, nothing crazy, because I know the bigger it gets, the more crap I'm gonna keep in it. And I don't really want that. If I could just have the size of this shop as a workspace for the vehicles, like take it from wall to wall and have that as an open floor without, you know, like the bench here in the way and that in the way, then that's what I would do. I just need some place to put other four-wheelers while I'm waiting, and all the parts that I take off of them. Need somewhere for them to sit. Another reason why I come home on my lunch break, and that's when I try to zip off all these, or anything allowed. Because like I could be saving so much time by just throwing this on the impact and zipping these off. Water pump looks great. My Bendix is stuck. I wonder if I can get a Woodruff key for that. Advance the timing. Okay, so after busting that nut off, I just ran to Harbor Freight real quick, home of the bolt kits and stuff. Hopefully something out of this will fit into there. Let's see. Maybe. Boom, got it. After letting that battery charge up some on the impact and hitting it back and forth with some coil there, finally got it to come off. Well, I guess Harbor Freight came through all right with that. Now I can get the Bendix out. There is a washer on the back, washer on the front. Put that there for now. Then what? What do we got? Like I said, you got the keeper there. That's what I'm talking about. When I say offset it to do your timing and get a little bit more power. I think you can do it for the 800. I've seen some people do it. I think it's Bike Man Performance or one of those that can actually advance the timing on it or retard it. So next is going to be the flywheel or the stator, the oil pump, thinking about changing this to a billet one. Alright, so next flywheel, and then the coil keeper. Way too big. That one. Maybe, I can do better. No, I can't. Water pump seal. A little bit of, this one's. Just gonna take off the oil filter.